Alright, what's up everybody? D-Halo here, bringing to you Lesson 2 of Paragon Design's tutorial series. Today, I'm going to touch upon a few things that every artist or aspiring artist should be aware of. These things include the rule of thirds, flow, and basic knowledge of the various styles available to you. So, let's just jump right into it. First off, I'd like to say, as a GFX artist, there are no bounds to what you're capable of doing, especially if you consider the large selection of styles and resources available to you. Now, for learning purposes, I'm only going to touch upon a couple well-known styles. The first of the four I'll be talking about today is the smudge style. The smudge style revolves around the use of Photoshop or GIMP's smudge tool. The smudge tool basically smears colors, kind of similar to the effect of finger painting. What makes this style interesting is its fluency, cohesiveness, and texture, which if done correctly can emit an effortless feel to the overall tag. Here's an example of what a smudge tag can look like. And then here's another example made by my fellow GFX artist, Palm Top Vampire. Next on our list is the C4D style. This style utilizes renders made by a program known as Cinema 4D. If done well, this style can produce clean, futuristic pieces that leave the audience or your viewers wanting more. Here's an example of a C4D tag. This is a No Game No Life tag made by me, also not too long ago. For those that are unaware of what a C4D is, it's basically this. You use this render and then you manipulate it into your C4D tag. So yeah. Now that we have an idea of what the C4D style has to offer, let's move on to photo manipulation. Photo manipulation, as suggested by its name, is simply using one or more photos to create a final product, or in this case, a tag. Here's an example made by Relly Ann, who now goes by the name of Darkness Within, for those unaware. And here's another example by Densetsu no Sannin. Moving on, we're going to talk about vector/vexel tags. Basically, vectors are images made up of equations, not pixels. Thus, they can be scaled up or down indefinitely. The style revolves around manipulating these images, similar to the C4D style. Here's an example made by my friend Crazya. For those unaware of what a vector looks like, here's an example. Yep, so very colorful. Moving on, we're going to talk about the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a principle relating to photo composition that basically says that the human eye naturally moves towards the intersecting points when an image is split into thirds. Now, for those who are unaware of GFX, then this sounds complicated. Here is an example of what it basically entails. The image is split into thirds. There are 4 intersecting points. Now what you want to do is have your render on an intersecting point in order for the audience's eye to be naturally drawn to it. Please note how the renders on the left side of the third. This was done intentionally to enable a better sense of direction or flow during the designing process. However, please note that which side of the third used is ultimately render specific and should only be decided upon in a case-by-case basis. Now, what exactly is flow? Flow is the direction that the focal or the render is moving in. Flow is an important aspect to any signature. Its purpose is to guide your eyes to help them follow the signature's composition and to allow your eyes to transition onto the focal point with ease. Renders with direction tend to be better in quality than those that are static in regard to a tag's final outcome. So I highly suggest that you use a motionary render rather than a stationary render. Please note how the C4Ds used in this tag are moving with the natural body movement of the render, named Fiora. These arrows should help explain that. So yeah, well, that about covers everything that will be discussed in this video. This is the Halo. I hope you've enjoyed your second lesson. See you next time.